Gaming's biggest night has come and gone, and as the dust slowly settles from all the excitement, it is time for me to go through some highlights from the 2020 edition of the Game Awards. This is not an exhaustive list of winners and reviews made during the event, but rather a selection of those announcements and moments that I found most newsworthy. So without beating around the bush, here are what I consider the best reviews and moments from the events. Hi guys, Michael Abayimi here, and today I'm going over my favorite reviews and announcements made during the 2020 Game Awards. The ceremony opened with what was arguably the biggest announcement of the evening, and that was that the Final Fantasy VII baddie, Sephiroth, will be joining the ever-expanding roster of fighters in Nintendo's fighting game, Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. He'll be joining fellow Final Fantasy VII character, Cloud Strife, and the reveal was made with the help of a gorgeous cinematic trailer showing the formidable foe at his baddest. The long-awaited next entry in the Perfect Dark series was finally unveiled by Microsoft. The game is being developed by its new Xbox game studio, The Initiative, and considering the caliber of talent currently working at the studio, expectations are quite high. It was stated that the game was still very early in development though, but from what was shown in the cinematic reveal trailer, it looks like players will be shooting their way through a beautiful futuristic world that is faithful to the original Nintendo 64 game. While the ceremony was filled with cinematic trailers, one game that did get an extensive gameplay trailer was Crimson Desert. The MMORPG was originally unveiled last year, and from what was shown this time around, it looks like we can expect some truly lush and detailed environments when the game launches for PC and consoles next winter. Remember Fall Guys? Well, the Battle Royale game that once took Twitch and YouTube by storm will be receiving a holiday-themed Season 3 update, so players can expect even more bean-shaped antics as they gear up for Christmas. The updates will include all new obstacles, 7 new levels, as well as 30 plus new costumes and skins. The good part is that players won't have to wait long to try it all out, as the update is launching on the 15th of December. One of the most anticipated Nintendo Switch exclusives for 2021 is the upcoming Capcom video game, Monster Hunter Rise. And the game received a brand new trailer during the Game Awards, highlighting just a few of the new monsters players will get to hunt when the game releases on March 26 next year. But fans don't have to wait till then before they get to try out the game, as it will also be receiving a limited time demo sometime in January. And lest we forget what the actual ceremony was all about, there were several awards handed out during the livestream, even though the recipients had to accept them via Zoom calls. Notable winners include Hades, which won the award for both Best Action Game and Best Indie Game. Ghost of Tsushima won Best Art Direction and Player's Voice. And Nintendo was once again relegated to the Best Family Game category, which it won for Animal Crossing New Horizons. At this point, they might as well rename the category to Best Nintendo Game. The ceremony had of course ended with the biggest award of the evening, Game of the Year. I admit that I had voted and was rooting for Animal Crossing New Horizons to win the award, but I wasn't all that surprised when The Last of Us Part 2 came out the winner. Not after it had almost cleaned out in other categories, winning 7 in total. As divisive as the game has proven, it is hard to dispute just how much it managed to push the boundaries of what was once thought possible in video game narratives. Did you watch the 2020 Game Awards? Let me know in the comment section down below. I actually had to stay up real late to watch the ceremony live, which is why I'm only just putting out this video now. I haven't slept through the most of yesterday. Speaking of video games, I'm currently working on my top 10 video games for 2020 video, so make sure you're subscribed to the channel with notifications turned on if you don't want to miss it as soon as it goes up. And until the next one, this is Michael, signing off.